How about that? How about that little transition there? That's what I spent so much time working on yesterday. But I think it makes things so much cooler here on the Leaguie streams. Now, I'd want to say, I mentioned this in the chat just earlier. I don't know why chat's not working on the screen. As you all would have known, it was working last week, and I actually have not touched it at all. Didn't do anything, so I don't know why it's not here. But I'll try and work that out for tomorrow, because it is a bit weird with just this absolutely massive black rectangle next to me, and unfortunately none of your messages in there. I think I might have some sort of idea of how to fix it, but turn it off and on again, says NRL Head. I tried that. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Sorting out technological things in terms of live streaming is just a whole thing. It's not straightforward, unfortunately. Yeah, I have an idea for a fix, but I think I might accidentally end up ending this entire stream in trying to do it. So it's probably not worthwhile. But yes, no, as I should address the elephant in the room, I feel. The GOAT's back, Tiger Walker. Yeah, we've struggled without him at times, but he's back from a 5-week-long camp. So yeah, he's gonna hopefully carry us even more towards some fun evenings watching the footy. He says, the man himself, Leaguie, how do you feel about me watching all those streams that I missed while I was gone? That is crazy. Like, as in, I wouldn't even do that for me, you know? Like, that's pretty intense fandom, but I thoroughly appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. So yeah, no, it's good to be back. It's good to be here, given that I only got to stream once last week. But this week I'm making up for it. I'm doing tonight, I'm doing tomorrow night, and I'm doing Sunday. So we got a lot to do, a lot to get in. The chat thing's annoying me. Danny says, so Leagueson, how are you? This stupendous day. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. This game that we've got, Panthers and Dolphins, it's a really interesting one in that Dolphins obviously coming off a win, a little bit of momentum. If they can get the job done here at home, all of a sudden they've really got something to build off that's more than just a one-off, win. Whereas Penrith, there's a part of me that's so a friend of mine suggested a video title about Penrith wanting to go for 5 premierships in a row. But if they lose today, it's 5 losses in a row, and like there's just that could make an absolutely great title for a YouTube video. So a little part of me is like, maybe it'd be okay if Penrith lost this today, but we'll see. Keto says, do the Tigers match. I am on Sunday. Don't worry. Oh, Up the West, just begging for a shout out. Sure, I'll read out your name. There we go, Up the West. As always, just so many Tigers fans. I don't know what I've done to attract Tigers fans. Keto, you ain't getting Olam. This is not the Justin Olam tribute stream anymore, unfortunately. Joseph says, I've waited so long for you to post your next video. It was like a week. I posted one on LeagueCast as well. If you don't know what that is, go check it out. It's my second channel. But also there's another one coming up that I haven't started working on yet, but I want to get done because there's developments in Perth and the negotiations to get a new team there. And obviously I've been kind of vocal about the NRL's expansion, so I feel I should talk about it. Kino says, no, why? Well, Olam's not retiring today anymore, so it's fine. And yes, I have Keto, I have subbed. Green Cobra says, anyone else going to the doubleheader on Sunday? I am West Australia. Oh, of course, it's in Perth, isn't it? Yeah, actually, that's an even better time for me to make that Perth video. Makes a lot of sense. We do still have 5 minutes. I'm really in two minds about whether to try and sort out the chat thing. I'm going to do what is potentially a slightly risky play. If everything suddenly ends, I will start a new live stream, but I think it might be okay. Bear with me here. Okay, I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I genuinely have no idea. I hope you can, but I can't see you anymore. I'm refreshing some stuff. Okay, good. You can hear me. That's nice. Did that fix anything? No, it did not. No. It ended? No. Did it? Okay, it's only 2 people saying this. Are you? Yeah, I think you guys are pulling my chain here. It didn't end. Okay, yeah. No, because I'm looking at my screen and I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm still live here. It ended how you're still speaking. Ah, my software, man. Honestly, it's telling me we can't find your live stream, so we can't find your chat. I am live. There's a solid 26 of you here right now that would verify the fact that I am in fact live. I'll figure it out for tomorrow. That is my promise to you. I also, another thing that I did to add to the streams, there should be these little alerts that pop up when people subscribe or when people make a donation. Given that the chat isn't working, I have absolutely zero confidence that those notification things are going to work, but I'll try. I'll try to figure all that out because it should work. Yeah, don't know why. Lancaster says, also, Leaguie, I did not realize how green that suit was till we met at Comeback. Also, you tall as hell. I think I'm about 6'2", but yes, no, this is a very green suit. I had an older suit that wasn't as green, and everyone was like, I can't even tell that this is green. So yeah, I had to go overboard. I had to really find something green, and it is, you know, everything here is green. The lights are green, so I had to commit. Fully. I'll get the poll going as to who is going to win this one. Still, I would say that YouTube should let my mods do polls, but anyway. Who wins this one? Fins? Oh yeah, last time there wasn't a panther emoji. I think I had to use like a black cat. What's a good name for Panthers? Like as in, so for Dolphins I've gone Fins, with like Raiders I go Milk. What's like a nickname for Panthers? The Riff? Riff. Okay, I'll go Riff. Give me a moment here. Okay. And it's wet dreams. That's very funny, Lancaster. Okay, polls up. Woo got said earlier, opinion on the Bulldogs. Yeah, I've been so pleasantly surprised. I've got to say. Let me just, I'll change to the... Oh, I love that transition, man. I really love it. I get such a sense of personal pride when I see it. I'll get so desensitized to it so quick. Bulldogs, yeah. I really thought coming into this season for a while that they would be the one team that we kind of see every year who, like, they shoot out of nowhere, do really well, and then the next season they can't back it up. But I said in my season preview video, it was a chat with Hectic Fred that I had, massive Bulldogs fan, and he, like, properly convinced me that the Dogs were going to be good this year. And so I changed my prediction, kept them finishing, I think, in 6th. Been really, really impressed with what they've delivered. I would be excited if I was a Bulldogs fan, which I might be. I might be excited. Who knows? Pan fried, says Joseph Ande. Yeah, and someone said earlier, I think it was Cobra, I unsubbed and resubbed and now there's nothing on screen. I think there might be a mechanism against that so that people don't just like spam it all the time. I think it might be like new subscribers or something. Yes, Keto, yellow line is ready, as well as, look at that, red line as well. We've got, I mean, hopefully we won't have to use it, but I thought just in case, I don't want to be unprepared. So we got a red line too. The Bulldogs game on Sunday was awesome. It was. The performances that they've been putting in. I mean, yes, Newcastle under so much adversity in that game, down to 15 men almost immediately, but They did really well, the Dogs, especially in that second half. The Lancaster doesn't see him sticking with it. Okay, there's the kickoff. If you want to sync up with me, Dolphins versus the Panthers. It's not what you normally get on a Thursday night game. Oh, and it's a lost ball straight away from Saifidi. That is not what the doctor ordered. That is oh, they're going to challenge though. Okay, wow. That is a crazy start. So front rower on the kickoff run, lost ball, goes in for the challenge. Oh, I can't see a hand there. Not exactly a great angle though. This is tough. No intent to stream. Oh my god, what a start. What a start. Yeah, Cobra, thank you for testing that out. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't surprise me that it's not working, given that the chat isn't working, but I honestly don't know why. So, yeah, Dolphins went all in. That's one way of going about it. The only thing that will make the start more chaotic is if Penrith score on this play. No, they just take a settler with Liam Martin. That's okay. 23 seconds in and lost the challenge, says Tiger Walker. Yeah, they have. It's a crazy start. NRL head, I'll answer that question once Penrith have finished attacking. They've got the ball through Isaiah Yeo. Their attack, by the way, second half last week was at times so stagnant they didn't know what to do. I'm really keen to watch them attack in this game. Cleary goes to Edwards. Edwards, the man returning from injury. It might be a record Luella. That's a good suggestion. Cleary, do they have numbers here? Talangi, maybe one pass away from it. Good cover defense there from the Finns. All in the hands of Cleary. Now Yo. Oh, does a dummy, and there was a brief hole there for just a moment. Closed pretty quick. Cleary. Oh, short ball Martin. Went to try and get the offload back, but there wasn't anyone there. One to go in the set. Somerton will give it to Cleary. Kicks it across field under some pressure. It's not the way he meant to kick it, I think. I think this is 6 again. I think that was touched by a Dolphin. Oh, shit. No, he didn't get there. I thought that might have been touched by a Dolphin. And given that we're reviewing this, and it was on that play, I think they're going to rule 6 again here. Lancaster says, McLean, my man, I love you, but learn to pass. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, the Cowboys won games from wingers not passing. Okay, they're not going to go back and review it. NRL head says, rabbits or roosters? What do you mean? In what context? This season, I definitely think rabbits are the better team. Okay, no try. Just briefly on NRL head's question earlier, this is in light of the video I made today. Why can't French teams create a new league using only French teams? There does exist a French rugby league competition. It is not professional. I think it is semi-professional. James Maloney actually played in it a while ago with Nathan Peets, former State of Origin hooker. There's just not the money there. Rugby league used to be way bigger than rugby union in France, and then the Nazis invaded, and they had rugby union France had connections to the Nazis, and so they basically quashed league. I think it was made illegal for a little while, and league has never recovered there. Anyway, there's some history for you. Didn't think I'd get to talking about the Nazis, but here we are. Luella says, are your parents Dutch? No, I'm half Australian, half Mauritian. I just grew up in the Netherlands. So yeah. Joseph says, must feel bad for Panthers supporters. I don't think they really need much sympathy. They've had it pretty good lately. Them learning what it's like to be everyone else, I don't have too much sympathy for them. And yes, NRL head, I believe it is. Farnworth straight through the line. He's got support with a hammer. Oh my god, the Dolphins on their first attempt. Easy as you like. The defense of Penrith, it is a concern. We've got 4 points to 0 on the board for the Finns. Like, he's suddenly teaching us history. My mum is a history teacher, it's true. Alex says, well, no league has gone truly international when we have a World Club challenge between a French team and a Kiwi team. I would love that. That'd be so good. There was a while where there was the Toronto Wolfpack in Canada, and my dream was to have them be in the World Club challenge against, say, the Warriors. Hell, we could have a French team and a Papua New Guinean team maybe in a few years. So we'll see. Great play there. Herbie Farnworth showed a bit of speed, then just held up Edwards, and the support, there was support inside and outside. Really good signs for the Dolphins early on. Lancaster says, hey, I was wondering if you were going to bring up the rugby union and Vichy France connection once we mentioned France. And no, NRL head, it was recently made legal. Yeah, I know it was illegal when they were doing the World Cup. I couldn't remember if it was still illegal or not. But yeah, damn. Big opening 5 minutes in this game. It has been pretty intense. I'm still in the back of my mind trying to figure out this chat thing, which I probably shouldn't be given that I'm literally live, but I want to see you guys on the screen. No, Desiree, I cannot show the game. I do not own the copyright to the game. It's a watch-along stream. Why can't the NRL create a French league? Well, you still have the issue of there being no money there. So they'd be losing money massively for a very long period of time until hopefully one day it would become profitable. So I don't think they have the money to do that, and I don't even know if it is financially viable. Isako, easy as you like. He is a very, very reliable goal kicker. I saw Quito in the chat just before he kicked it on my stream say shank, and I was like, no way. No way he shanked that one. It's 6, let's go. It is. It is. Do the Dragons play in France, Catalans? Yes, they do. They play in a town called Perpignan. I've been lucky enough to go there. Stade Gilbert Brutus. It's one of my favorite named rugby league stadiums in the world. Gilbert Brutus is such a good name. So, yeah, Joseph's correct here. NRL will find me. God, I can't even tell what number that is without the zeros. Is that 12 trillion? Dollars for showing the game. Geez, considering, okay, we've had less than 5 minutes gone and this game started with the Dolphins on a kickoff set, knocking the ball on and unsuccessfully challenging on the first play. For them to be up 6-0, that is kind of amazing. Are the games sold out? No, they are not. Super League crowds, they've been going up in recent years. They're about sort of 9K-ish. So yeah, definitely not sold out, but Catalans do okay for themselves. 12 billion. Yeah, to be fair, I didn't exactly look that hard. I'm obviously focusing on the game. So Nicarima with the kick. The only change to the named 17s, and this is one I found kind of interesting, Isaiah Papali'i in a prop. I haven't known him to be used as a front rower. I've always known him as a second rower. I may be wrong. Someone may be able to correct me in the chat, but it's interesting because, yeah, I felt that he hasn't hit the ground running so much at Penrith, but maybe it's because they are really trying to use him as a middle forward and he's just adjusting to that role. Sorry. I'm going well, Arlo. How are you? You'd probably be a bit rough after last week's result, unfortunately. Arlo is a Newcastle supporter. Kick from Cleary on the 4th. It's angled towards the corner. I think Hammer's got it covered. Yeah, won't find touch. Not that it was going to be a 40-20 or anything anyway, but he is trapped in that corner. And that's the advantage of kicking on the 4th tackle. You can trap a team. Llewellyn says, my cousin Noah lives in Canberra. He's a DJ at Hopscotch. His girlfriend is studying law. I wouldn't say frequented Hopscotch, but I have been to Hopscotch before. There aren't many Canberra clubs. I've pretty much been to all of them. So Bostock taking the ball out of his own end just over the 20. They are on the 4th. It's not been an awful set given where they started it, but Penrith will be pretty happy for making them kick just outside their 30. It's Katoa. That's got good length on it. Oh, and Edwards couldn't quite clear it up, so that's a very good kick in the end from, I think, where they came from. Keto said, you say, look at my comment from earlier. The most recent comment I can see from you is just no for the conversion, so maybe YouTube blocked it. Lancaster says he's struggled on the edge. This is Isaiah Papali'i. He was a strike edge rower para, but Tigers proved that he was purely because of... Sorry, Tigers proved that was purely because of the purple form he had. I think the middle is his future. We'll see. We will see. I mean, he's got some size. He's not the biggest prop, but simplifying his role, I think it you know, it makes sense if he's a player who's struggling to refine his form. Bostock Jesus close to the sideline there. Hammer's appealing, and they've drawn a penalty. I don't know. That kind of seemed... Okay, it's a flop penalty. I was going to say it kind of felt like that was in one motion, but maybe there's another angle. Alex says, Gus Gould kept saying buying the Super League was to make the NRL like the EPL of rugby league, but like the Prem doesn't own foreign soccer leagues. It's very true. Yeah, that's not a good comparison at all. The NRL is already like the EPL of rugby league because it's the best competition in the world. But yeah, that's... I do tend to agree with the things Gus says, but that was not one of them. Main Stallion, good to see you here. The dynasty is ending, he says, and the Reece Walsh dynasty is starting. Another penalty now for the Dolphins. Is that high contact? Couldn't quite tell what the referee was signaling there. Joseph says, can someone please injure Cleary again? There are so many super coach players who do not agree with you there. So far what we've seen from Penrith inside the first 10 minutes, and I will focus on Penrith in this game because they are the storyline. Defense has not really been there. The one time that they were tested, Farnworth got through pretty easily, and they keep giving away penalties. Their attack was better than last week, certainly, but Dolphins would absolutely take this start. Absolutely do it. Knock on Dolphins, and they can't challenge it. It's gone. It's Saifidi again. Bet he wanted to. NRL Head says, also, do you think the Manchester team, the Devils, will play at Old Trafford because of United's new $2 billion stadium in the next few years? If Salford Red Devils still exist, which I am maybe skeptical of, they just don't have the market anywhere near close enough to play at Old Trafford regularly. So no. Even now, like, they don't play at Old Trafford. They play... I can't remember the name of their stadium, but yeah, it's a smaller stadium in Salford, outside of Manchester. Well, it's a suburb of Manchester, but outside the city centre anyway. Justice says, biggest fall off a team has ever had. Oh, and NRL Head says, read my comment. Sorry. Oh, yeah, the one I just did. Cool. So Penrith on the attack. They're on the third. 25 out. Yo gives it back inside to the man in focus, Isaiah Palii. We've got says, fave EPL team. My favorite English soccer team is Sunderland. They play in the championship. That's who I go for. They've got one to go. Edwards was a dummy half. Click through from Cleary. Oh, I think that's a try there for Casey McLean. On the first angle, I thought that Hamiso had it covered, but then the camera switched and McLean got there easy. You could sort of tell that, I mean, that was definitely telegraphed. The Penrith left side attack were up very early, ready for that kick. And it just kept bouncing towards McLean, sorry. That was a really good put down with the ball still bouncing. Cleary weighted it well, but McLean's done really well there. That's a great finish. Saifidi has slippery hands. NRL, I mean, I don't know. I'll say Arsenal. Let's go with that. How do I pronounce your last name, Leaguie? It is for the vid. 2 syllables, Jug-roo. Like jug that you store liquid in, and roo like kangaroo. Main Stallion says, Leaguie, my favorite football team of all time is Ajax, Netherlands. Favorite English team is Arsenal. Yes, Ajax are the team of the Netherlands. So many people there follow them. I never lived in Amsterdam, but I know a lot of Ajax supporters. What ref is this? I haven't actually seen. I will tell you once he's back on camera. Everton. Okay, I respect that. Is that because of Tim Cahill? And thank you, Tiger, on the 5K. Congratulations. Yeah, I was like lingering near 5K for so long. So it, honestly, once I got there, I was more just relieved. But yeah. NRI Head, why on earth would you go for Willem 2? Willem 2 is the English name. Is it because of Frankie de Jong? So Cleary, this one's very gettable. And it is straight between the black dots. Someone in the chat, I know what you guys are doing. Who was it? Harvey says Cleary missed, haha. Yeah, I think that was because last time I was like, someone in the chat maybe think he missed. So is this a thing now? Is this a thing that you guys tell me the result of the kick before I can actually see it? Danny says, I'm a Chelsea supporter. Most of my family, Liverpool and Real Madrid. I did go for Chelsea when I was super young, but no, I've been a Sunderland supporter for a very, very long time now. So 6-all, 13, actually inside 13 minutes gone, closer to 12. Look at that stat there, 10 tackles in the opposition, 20. Dolphins really, I mean, their ball handling has not been great at all. Mostly Saifidi's ball handling has not been great after a very good game last week. But they haven't actually really had attacking ball. Excuse me. So we're yet to see what they can really deliver. Tiger's bringing up some trauma, the crash out about the F1 reveal. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It genuinely did like ruin my weekend, so that's pretty funny. Oh yeah, Brody, we ain't doing that. No Dutch. No Dutch. I do like to read it, but no Dutch. Cleary from inside the 40. Oh, charged down by Plath. He's chasing it, but Edwards will get there first. I'm gonna ask the chat here because okay, we've just seen a charge down. I saw someone suggest in my video about the rule changes that charge downs shouldn't reset the tackle. You kind of do have to have it be a reset because the opposition team is touching the ball, but at times it does feel like a real let off for the kicking team. This is kind of one of those times. Yeah, that's all right, Brody. I'm doing well. How are you? It was great play from Plath, but yeah, unfortunately, he never was going to have the speed to beat Edwards to that ball. If it somehow found a way, it would have been outstanding. Yeah, NRL Head, I'll give you a fun fact about that team just briefly. Barcelona midfielder Frankie de Jong, he signed for Ajax from Willem 2 or Willem 2 for only €1. So there's a fun fact for you. NRL Head, I do not believe you saying tried. Tell me you have the cordial. I do not. I mean, it's in my fridge, but today I needed something to pick me up. I'm back on the Red Bulls. Just one. I only had one left from the pack, so... Isako returning the ball. They had Virgil. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought he played for Groningen. No, Keto, I do not watch rugby union. All my time's taken up by league. Katoa kicking now from inside the 30. Dolphins struggling somewhat to make ground. And Panthers will start this from their 40-meter line. So winning the field position battle at the moment well and truly. Well, let me have a look for you. Oh, I put the ref's name. I see. Sorry, I didn't see that. Oh, it's Grant Atkins. Oh, yeah. No, I remember on the channel. Sorry, on the challenge. Yes, Grant Atkins. I mean, I kind of like all refs. I have great amount of respect for what they do. And I think that they're incredibly talented people. And you have to be to referee at the NRL level. But Atkins is one of my preferred ones, for sure. Laz says, do you reckon the Dolphins will be competing in the playoffs anytime soon? It's hard to see given now that Bennett's gone. But they've overachieved in their first 2 years. They'll need a bit of a turnaround to compete this year. Good cover there from Herbie Farnworth, anticipating where that ball was going to land. Could be a few years away. It's a tough top 8 to break into at the moment, I feel. Yeah, Tiger, I'm curious, what camp was it? Just out of interest, if you're willing to share that. Harvey says, Ben Cummins got to be the worst ref in NRL history. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that because he's also one of the most abused in history as well, let's put it that way. Adam G's a really good ref, yeah. He taught my cousin PE. So, yeah, he used to be a high school PE teacher. Red Viodcast, can you elaborate on that? How is your mate going to get 62k for getting the tip on this game right? And more importantly, who has he tipped? Tell us your team. Well, since you asked so nicely, I guess I will. It's the Amsterdam Cobras. We all know this. I've said it many times before. Guido wants the overnight stream. My bet is it's just there. I could just... Oh, Maltese. Okay, damn. But who has he tipped? Oh, I haven't used the soundboard yet. The soundboard's right there. I should be using it. Edwards short ball to Liam Martin. Over, that's the 20. 53 meter gain. That's pretty decent. Cleary kicks for himself. Needed a second one. Ball's loose. Oh, it's Farnworth again. There have been some pretty crazy moments so far in this game. Both teams. Outdoor camp, okay. Yeah, what did Hammer want to... Hammer kind of went to kick the ball. I don't see how that was ever going to end well. And Cleary it was close. Farnworth is the man that saved the day. Yes, Llewellyn. Herbie Farnworth. That goes short. It's got the distance. Tapped back by Penrith. Now to Edwards. Oh, and yeah, that's a penalty. Sure, yeah. That was pretty much as blatant as you can get for those types of penalties there. No typo, yeah, that was funny. Weird moments in this game. I should start an online tipping comp. I'd always forget to put in my tips. That's the problem. So Penrith on the attack here. Nearly 20 minutes gone. Yo finds Papali'i underneath. They're giving Isaiah a lot of ball. Old McFarmworth had a farm. That is funny. That is very funny. E-I-E-I-O. Somerton will give it to Cleary. Edwards keeps doing this like turning pass to find the center underneath. It is a typical Penrith play, but he's done it a fair few times in this game already. Yo, back to Cleary. Now Talangi. Talangi hasn't got a heap of attacking ball, I feel. Somerton. It is all through Nathan and Isaiah Yo. Now Tungo with the ball. He just straightens. He had Alamotti outside him. Cleary. He just goes short, no kick. Okay, did he know that it was the last tackle? I would assume so, but that was a bit of a nothing play for sure. God, I do not have any intentions of going to the Good Friday game. I don't think I'll be in Sydney, so. And on that fun, he had a herb. We need to write the old McDonald parody. But, I mean, there is literally Alec McDonald in the NRL, but sure, let's repurpose the surname Farnworth. Yeah, Lancaster, the move they keep running with Edwards, that's what I noticed as well. Finding the center underneath, because I've seen Penrith do it before, but already on a number of occasions in this game they do it, so. NRL Head says, how much do you think Para fans were celebrating after not coming last for 2 hours? That's a violation. Need I remind you, it wasn't so long ago. Bulldogs were in a similar position. Wow. How did he do that? We need a replay on that. Oh my god. How on earth did he manage to hold that ball? It was a replay. Jeez. And flipped over. I'm tempted to give him a point on the scoreboard just for that. That was outstanding. Alamotti is magic. What a catch. Luke says, why are expansion teams struggling to compete for a grand final? Well, the only expansion team we've had in the last decade has been the Dolphins, and they've done very well so far. It's only been 2 years. But it's easy, well, not easy. It's very achievable to break into the top half of the NRL. Sorry, Tigers fans. But it is very difficult to break into the top 1 or 2. Oh, that was a big collision. Are they going to say taken in the air? I think they will, yeah. That was a big collision there from Jenkins. Brody says, is spamming Leaguie, and he said earlier, explain to me one reason why you won't tell us your team. You are actually legitimately right now the reason. Because it's created so much intrigue. initially it was because I didn't want to appear biased towards anyone, but like it's developed since then into this whole big thing. Like whenever I meet any fans in person, they're always just like, tell me what your team is, bro. So, and I love that. I think it's so cool. Keto spamming yellow line. I don't think it was quite yellow line worthy. Mate says, Leaguie making fun of the Tigers before GTA. I assume you mean GTA 6. You're on GTA 4. I mean, I've made fun of the Tigers many, many times before. I did a whole video making fun of everyone. So, yeah, that's nothing new. And yes, Danny's correct. I go for the North Queensland, West Cronulla Tiger Rabbitohs. Dolphins through again. They've got support inside and outside. Hammer gets it. Will he have the legs? He does. He does. It's on the line breaks that the Dolphins are doing their damage, and that is 10 points to 6 down the side. And it was as I mentioned in the first one, they had support left side and right side. It's good signs here for the Dolphins. Danny says, don't forget half your audience is Tigers fans. I know. Just didn't want to sound insensitive, you know. Man hates Roman numerals. Tiger, that would be a really good idea if not for the fact I think I would get copyright claim for doing it, unfortunately. So Hammer, good ball playing there. Avarillo, who he's deceptively quick. It's a big part of his game that we don't get to see all that much, I feel. Gives it to Hammer, who's now got to the flying fullback. The man who, at least I am sitting here every day, fingers crossed, represents Samoa, brother. Hammer at fullback, RTS on the wing, Murray Talangi on the other, Crichton and Isaac Tungo in the centres, halves, Blaze Talangi, Jerome Luai, front row, Terrell May, Payne Haas. You could, like, it just goes on, doesn't it? It just goes on. We need you. We need you, Hamiso. Main says, so how's JT doing? I'm trying to figure out which JT this is in reference to. I'm legitimately blanking. Brody, I would have tipped Penrith for this. Yeah. Jack Tostock? Like Tino, yeah, or Lick Tino. I don't want to lick Tino. It'd be nice if Tino also made that switch though. Keto, I don't believe you. Oh, unless you're just like hoping it will happen. Jonathan Thurston Olive stream. I've completely forgotten the context. It is 12 points to 6. Every time I look at my screen, I'm like, damn, there's no chat. I should be not trying to like draw your attention towards it though. That's probably a bad move. Have Dolphins been tackled in their 10? They haven't been tackled in their 20. For them to be 12-6 up is pretty amazing. They have been in many ways in terms of field position and stuff dominated in this game and physicality. Cobra says, sorry, what did I miss? I was just reading the vid about you. That always gets me excited, but also incredibly nervous in a good way. But I'm like, oh God, what has he found? What has he dug up from my past? My storied past? Has he found out about the war crimes? Ah, Dolphins. Oh man. It's the forwards. They've got butterfingers. They just can't hold the ball. Harvey says drat. I think that's pretty valid. Yeah, nice profile picture change up the west. Oh man, sorry, I missed your last one. Oh, you kidnapped Justin Olam, killed him, and now going for JT. That's the law. Okay, thank you for reminding me of my own law. As that indicates, it is so wild that yeah, I do just kind of forget. Gus says Warcry's worse. He leaked the Discord chats. I am so grateful for the fact that I did. Oh my God, they've chipped it on the first. That is ambitious. Plath has done so well. We got a penalty though to the Dolphins, I think. Jeez, that's a bizarre play. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm very grateful to my younger self that I didn't use Discord back in the day. It wasn't particularly on. They were still hitting and hoping for Tango. Luella. Yes, that's very cool. I say hello to your dad as well. That's very nice of him. What the Lockie Galvin? Is that a saying that we're going to use now? What the Lockie Galvin? And another penalty. It's bad discipline from Penrith. Bad ball handling from the Finns and bad discipline from Penrith. What's going on with Cleary? Is this the pressure of the 5? It might be. It's been odd. Oh, okay. Wait, we might have yellow line here, people. We might have yellow line. Stay tuned. Tungo, you're spamming the yellow. Oh, so it's Alamotti. Yeah, that's open and shut case. That's open and shut. Let's see what we got. I'm not putting it on the screen until I see Grant Atkins hold up all 10 fingers. In the bin. Yellow line. It's on the wrong side. There we go. Yellow line comes back. That's actually, like, that's what all of you guys love. That's what you're all here to see. It's all about the yellow line. You're not actually here for me and the commentary that I provide. It's just yellow line. That lore I do remember. I know where your priorities lie. Don't worry. I know I'm just second fiddle to yellow line. Lancaster says, Leaguie, I've had DC since Discord, I assume. Since I was like 15. Think about my humor. Then think about what happens to me by Discord leaks, dead set, ending up in The Hague. I'd be jealous. That's where I grew up. I would love to go back. I am going back this year. Though, yeah, I wouldn't want to commit war crimes to go and end up back there. The yellow in the chat. It's so amusing to me. Brody says, if you could choose anyone to win the premiership, who would you choose? What, you think I'm going to give away what team I support just like that? You can't. I'm cleverer than that, bro. Dolphins, oh my god, they've been tackled inside the 20. That is insane. We've actually had a tackle inside the 20. Could it be 18-6 here? Penrith will be pretty shell-shocked if it does get there. Marshall King stepping. There wasn't much of a chance, but there was something there through the middle. On the last, Plath in at dummy half. We'll give it to Katoa. Goes to Nikarima. Or Farnworth tries to find Bostock on the outside, and they are wrapped up. It's good defense, you got to say, from Penrith on the goal line, given that they are a man down. That was pretty good. That was pretty good stuff. But they will be forced to work it out of their own end now. Tiger says, Leaguey, where's my collab? I don't think... Have you ever asked for a collab? I don't think you have. Joseph says, imagine Panthers get a very large number on reports. I mean, that would be whack, bro. I mean, we can imagine it. Sure. Yeah, it was good defense from the roof. And I had asking who I collabed with. It was the Line Break podcast. He messaged me on Instagram. I don't really have an issue collabing with people as long as I can find the time and there's a good idea for it. But it's also I want to be wary that I'm not just gonna accept absolutely everyone. I have knocked back some collabs in the past just because of my own personal schedule. Do pin in Asian. I don't know what you're talking about, Keto. Do pin. Brody's here for the commentary and memes. Memes like Yellow Line. Hell yeah. Now there's some numbers. Farnworth will give it to Bostock. There's space. Will he clear Tungo? No, he doesn't. That's good tackle from the center. That's a very good tackle there. Because if Bostock had got away, he might have been able to find Farnworth back through the middle. They'll switch it way back to the other side here now. Katoa squares it up, gives it to Avarillo. They've got the numbers. Avarillo straight through. He's got his winger. He doesn't need his winger. Jake Avarillo, what a start to this game he has had. And we, ladies and gentlemen, have 16 points to 6. Wow. I mean, Avarillo straight through that line with the speed. That was very, very good from the Dolphins. I mean, it was the play that they had to do, given that they made a half break down. In fact, it was more than a half break. down the left-hand side, you've got a man down. That equates to shift the ball. You will find a number on the other side of the field. And Averillo just pinned the ease back, did well to break the tackle of McLean. Could have found Isako back on his inside, but went himself. Nothing wrong with that because he got the ball down. I really like Averillo. I really do. He took a gamble there. God damn. He took a gamble. But he got it done. Do the rest of this game in a German accent? That feels like it could be problematic. After what I've said about war crimes so far. Sorry, have I admitted that I hate the Tigers? I think in the past I've said I really like the Tigers. Yeah, sorry, Red Violcast. I don't know if I saw earlier if you said it. Who did your mate tip? I'm kind of curious. Bro, the real commentary coming over so loudly saying goodbye just got me. Sorry, was that really loud? I can fix it. Main, by the exact same measure. Hang on, I'm gonna adjust the audio. Oh wait, hang on. Isako from the sideline sneaks in. Okay, I will update the scoreboard in just a sec. Just give me a moment here, people. Just messing around with the audio. The music. Okay. That might have made it quieter. I hope it did. Okay. Anyway, yes, 18 points to 6. It is such a luxury that the Dolphins have to have Jermaine Isako, who he is such a sharpshooter. You can score right on the sideline and you still have such confidence that you'll be going up in 6s. Oh, he tipped Panthers. Oh no. I do like the conversion pranks you guys are pulling. That's nice. Don't adjust it? Okay, sorry. I think what I tried to do anyway kind of didn't change things, so yeah. Red Violka says, Leaguie's my roommate, he wears Dragon's underwear to bed. I would have preferred you not to have revealed that information. Just thought about something, what if Leaguie don't like no team and he's just tricking us all? I mean, oh my god, Dolphins. Christian Wolf, who by far has the sexiest name of any NRL coach. I just want to put that out there. Not that that's relevant at all to what I'm going to say. I just felt it was worth saying. He will be absolutely pulling out what is left of his hair right now. 4 really key errors in the first half in their own end, and especially at a time like this, during the sin bin period, just giving the ball back to Penrith when they're a man down. That's not great. Luella, I don't think I did see your last chats, no. Possibly they didn't appear, because the last chat I can see from you, I'd read out. The key here, I kind of find myself saying this every stream. It's about the Dolphins maintaining this 12-point advantage leading into the half. They can concede a try and score a try, that's okay, but the 12 points is very key. Theo says, no, Mikey, no, that is so not right. Yes, that is a different Wolf. That's my boy Toto Wolf of Mercedes F1 team. Kick there for Tungo. Oh, Bostock did well to clean that up without knocking that on. Ball comes free though. Knock on Dolphins. Oh, he didn't do so well in the end. I thought he cleaned it up. But no, never mind. BMX just absolutely pleading with me to tell his team. Sorry, to tell my team. The listeners have been talking to. I take it that's Al Drake and not AI Drake. AI Drake, that's a very different notion that I wouldn't expect to know much about the Broncos, but that's pretty funny. Oh, Tiger, I've legitimately never checked my TikTok DMs. I can have a look after this. Who do I support in the Super League though? So I'll answer that question once Penrith have finished getting on the attack here, and they have just finished, because there's a knock on there. Was that from Nathan? I think it might have been. They've got not great camera work here because I've got the padding right in the way. It was Nathan Cleary. Yeah, knock on there. Absolutely crunch there from the side. Oh, it is AI Drake? AI Drake supports the Broncos, as in the artificial intelligence version of the Toronto-based rapper. Yeah, who I supported the Super League. That's something that has changed throughout my entire life. It was the Toronto Wolfpack when they existed. Unfortunately, they don't anymore. Loosely, it would be Catalans because they're like the, sort of flagship French team. But yeah, there is no English team I dislike, and I like them all to quite a similar level. Let me see what Danny has said here. Leaguie, sorry, what are your thoughts on the May and Haas clash? I'm not aware of that. What is it? It sounds like they're having a boxing fight or something. Am I Team Drake or Team Kendrick? I kid you not when I tell you I listened to absolutely nothing that either of them did. It's just not the music that I listen to at all. So couldn't really care less. Tell me which one I should be in, and then I'll answer. Going for Giants is good, NRL head. So they're from Huddersfield. Huddersfield is the birthplace of rugby league. Way back in, I believe it was 1863. So super historic. And unfortunately, I actually thought they were part of sort of the Big Six grouping. I didn't think Hull FC were part of that. But they may struggle to keep their spot. Favorite player from each team? That's a big question. I won't go through all 17 just because I'd have to think about it a bit. I guess Dolphins, I love Herbie Farnworth. Penrith would have been Luai a while ago. I like Alamotti a lot. Sharks, Cam McInnes. Titans, Brimson. Roosters, Watson. Rabbitohs. There's a fair few Rabbitohs that I like. Jai Gray's pretty cool though. So yeah, there's some. Wolves, yeah, the Warrington Wolves, they're a big team, but they've never won the Super League. Why is there 2 Hull teams? I mean, there's 9 Sydney teams, so it's a big enough market, and it's a great rivalry. They recently played each other in the Challenge Cup quarterfinals, and the stadium was packed out. It was so good to see. Cowboys? Drinkwater, probably. I think he deserves more credit. Excuse me. Is the 5-peat over? It is not over. Even if they lose this, it's not over. Yeah, Main Sterling goes for the Amsterdam Cobras. That's great. Nick, good to see you. Up the Bronx. Well, I take it you'll be here for tomorrow's stream. I'm streaming the Broncos versus Roosters game. Is Cam McInnes my favorite player in the league? Probably. I think he is. I do talk about him a lot. He's just so rugby league. Fave Raider? Well, I do live in Canberra. That's an important question. Savage. He's rocks and diamonds, but he's just chaos. Knock on there, Talangi. I will say, good to see his Penrith teammates get around him straight away there, because he's had a rough ride so far in his short-lived Penrith career. Errors will cost him, and it's good to see his teammates gathering around him. What about Drew Clutcherson? Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I do love Clutcho. But he's not... so, a little bit of an inside scoop. I mean, if this isn't breaking news or anything, I think he's really on the outer at the Dogs. I think he is a good chance of leaving quite soon. I went to the round 1 game between Dragons and Bulldogs, and he played the New South Wales Cup game beforehand, and I saw him during the NRL fixture leave the stadium while the first grade side was still playing. And I don't know how common that is, but it did surprise me that a guy who is like on the fringes of first grade doesn't stay to watch first grade play. And like he wasn't watching it on his phone or anything. He was just kind of going about his day. So yeah, there might not be a lot of care. I don't know. I don't want to say he doesn't care about the Bulldogs, but maybe they don't care much about him. Yellow line has got to go. Bye, Brody. Marshall King gives it to Donahue on the last. Katoa. They've got numbers here. Oh, I think was that a kick or was that a drop ball or somewhere in between? But if they'd kept it going through their hands, they might have had the opportunity there. Lancaster says McInnes is ugly, tough, hardworking, and passionate. Rugby league at its heart. I agree on all of those things except ugly. Cameron McInnes is legitimately the epitome of a sex symbol. He is peak male form, and I kind of resent you for having called him ugly. NRL Head says, I will unsub from you if you say good stuff about Hutchison. I didn't say anything about Hutchison. I'm talking about Drew Clutchison. I don't know who you're talking about. Saying you had a bad day for Talangi. Is that, I don't really know that song. I think I might know one line from it. Or Marshall King is, there's more blood on his face than there is, sorry, there's more red on his face than there is on his jersey. That's not good. Jordan Hutchison says he's got a young family. Sorry, I mean, you don't need to answer this. I'm just out of curiosity, given your surname is Hutchison. Is there, I want to make it clear, I really like Drew Hutchison. I think he had such a tough run into first grade. He played a lot for the Lee Centurions over in England as well. He didn't give up. And there were years at the Roosters where he was so good for them. I'll finish this because Jenkins is down the sideline, puts a kick through. Oh, slips catch. Tabuai Fido. Yeah, I'm not going to badmouth Drew in any way. I come on the sides of players when it's these things. I'm more suggesting that maybe the Bulldogs don't have him as part of their plans rather than him not caring about the Dogs. So yeah. What about Corey Jensen? Corey Jensen's up there in terms of looks. Definitely better looking than Farnworth, Walsh, Staggs, Ricky, any of them really. What is Penrith doing? Yeah, I don't really get the whole when you make a line break, just kick the ball and hope. There was nothing even really on there. Okay, Cobra says the vid about me should premiere. Well, I obviously can't watch it whilst I'm streaming, but I'll watch it after the stream. Keto, I'll do my best. Ask me what the question is. I'm curious. NFL teams only loosely the Carolina Panthers, purely because I used to play Madden when I was younger and I liked their kids. Penalty right on halftime. Are we going to see? I mean, I think did we talk about this? Yeah, sorry, Lancaster just brought it up. I knew Lancaster would bring this up because I think we spoke about this maybe last time out. The 2022 play, or was it 23? It was 23. Round 2, 2023 against Para. The 2-point field goal. He's got, I think has he got too much distance? I think he has. He's staying back near the 40. Oh, but there's so much space. The Dolphins aren't going to get anywhere near him. Oh my God, what a pass. He's got time. Charge down. Could we see a try? If Donahue had more legs, it could have been 24-6. God damn. This game is silly. This game is fundamentally absurd. What are we seeing, ladies and gents? 18 points to 6. It's what I said. They had to retain that 12-point gap by halftime, and they have done. They have done. So Dolphins will be happy. There's oh yeah, there's a regular in the chat. Ozzy is his name, who's a Dolphin supporter, but I think he said he was going to be at this game. So that's why he's not in the chat. I was going to ask him what he thinks, but obviously, yeah, he ain't here, which is tragic. But oh well, yeah, wow. That's I mean, evidently as well. So the poll has evened up. It's now 47% Dolphins, 53% Panthers, but it was way further out. I think it was in the high 60s earlier for Penrith. So yeah, obviously this is taking everyone by a bit of surprise. Are there actual substantial problems here for the Riff? I want to get to, so I saw the Line Break podcast, which I appeared on the other day, commented earlier. Dylan, safe to say our tips have not gone to plan. Look, it's only halftime in the first game. You go on to say, I've seen enough send Edwards, Cleary and Liam Martin to Dragons and blow it up. Of course, no bias whatsoever there from you, Elijah. Elijah from the Line Break podcast is a Dragons fan, for those of you who don't know. So anyway, God says, last time Riff have started the season 1-5 was 2013. Riff would finish the season at 10th place. Sorry, that's just reminded me of another soundbite I have to have for the soundboard. I said I can't speak. Surely some of you guys know the old English commentary. It is so famous. I can't speak. Set him off the field. You bottleless git, Campbell. Set him off. I can't speak. I cannot believe I'm personally embarrassed as a rugby league supporter to have not added that already. I can't speak. It's so good. I don't think I don't have actually wait, I can show it. Sure, I can show it. It's probably gonna be fine. I'm gonna need a second to set up a web page that I can then use to show you guys. Just give me a sec. Because it's such a good clip. It is such a good clip. I can't speak. Okay. I doubt I'm going to get copyright claimed on it. Surely. If anyone has copyrighted I can't speak, then the game is truly gone. Okay. Here we go. Oh, hang on, wait. The music's so loud. Let me stop the music. Okay.
In a final on it again.
Here we go.
Andy A. Oh, what about that?
Send him off the field.
Get him off the field. That was diabolical. Get him off the field. That's just typical of what it is.
That's typical what it is.
They don't like it. Walk him, Campbell, if you've got it in bottle. If you've got it in bottle, Campbell, he should walk. That was absolute diabolical.
No, absolutely diabolical.
He's going to be yellow card.
I can't speak.
You ballless kid, Campbell.
You ballless kid. I can't speak. That's great. There's very little in life I love more than British humor. People who are friends with me know that, and that clip gets me every single time. The phrasing of "you bottleless git" is so good. Sorry, I missed Green Cobra with a donation. Should have appeared up there as a little notification. It didn't, but thank you so much, Green Cobra. I say this every time. You always just give me your pocket money, and I feel like I'm taking. I feel like I'm taking from a young man who's got financial aspirations, who should be, spending his money on Mars bars and such, or whatever you kids today buy. Wow, I'm aging myself. But thank you for the $1.49. That is thoroughly appreciated. What they're supposed to be when someone donates money is the notification appears, but also a soundbite plays. That soundbite being...
Well, that's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
It's such a good soundbite for the donation, right? But, I mean, there you go. No sound? You can hear me. I know that I haven't turned the music back on yet, but, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, halftime. That game feels so weird to try and review, just because there were so many weird, chaotic moments. The team that has scored 3 tries No, I'll go back onto the game page because chat's not appearing on screen anyway. The team that have scored all 3 tries has had little to no attacking ball. They haven't really, had a lot of field position. In fact, let me see just how much field position they've had. The territory stats could be kind of insane. Team stats. Yeah, no, they are. Territory only 33% to the Dolphins. So I can't say it surprises me very much. Tackle in opposition 20 is Dolphins 6, Panthers 22. But it's the line breaks. 4 line breaks to 1 in favor of the Dolphins, and they've capitalized. It's the Red Bull. It makes me burp, bro. That's not nice to have, to be listening to. I'm sorry. Do I have the soundbite of Gus yelling, Keithy, no? Where's that from? I'm not familiar with that clip. If you tell me where it's from, though, I'll get it. Here's my prediction now for the Premiership. Yeah, I don't think it can be Cronulla anymore. It'd have to be Melbourne. Dogs would be my second favourites. Probably then Penrith 3rd, Cronulla 4th. I'm quite concerned about the consistency of Cronulla so far this season, but their game, I think it's Saturday against the Sea Eagles. My God, that is a titanic clash. I know those 2 sides aren't in the top 4 right now, but to me, those are 2 sides that are top 4 this year. They should be top 4 this year. And whoever loses there, really just risk getting off to a horrible start to the year. No Bronx. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no Bronx. They're in the equation. I think they're not quite at the level of a Storm, though, and a Bulldogs. Finns are winning the Prem. Panthers spoon won't happen. That much I am certain of. Well, I stream Saturday. No, Saturday I'm taking off. Saturday I need to chill. And there's sometimes I need to be Dylan Jogru and not be the Leaguie for a while. So yes, I'm doing every other day though. Cobra's video was out. I'm not going to watch it on stream because that will just take away so many views from you. But people now, I mean, I'm not advocating you to go away from my stream, but you can click, I believe, go to Green Cobra's channel and watch it when the stream is done. Why not? Linebreak says, Saturday, your eyes better not leave the TV deal. They can't. Back in the day, I used to be able to skip the odd game if I didn't feel like it. Now, since I've started doing this stuff, people ask me about games all of a sudden, and if I haven't watched it. Maine says, you know what, I realized Penrith and Man City are the exact same team. I felt so many similarities during their whole dynasties, of which we're still in, but both of them are still champions. Same with, I don't know if you follow F1 closely, but Red Bull. Max Verstappen has won the last 4 in a row as well, and this year it's looking like he definitely won't. So it's the year, in all 3 of my sports, the 4-year dynasties are coming to an end. Man City 4 years? Hito says, have you got the sound about every single NRL commentator hating the Tigers? I have not. No, I've got lots of sound, but none specifically about teams. Eels versus Dragons for game of the year. I mean, it was pretty early on in the season. I hope we get some good games, but yeah, sure, it was field goal. It was bloody good. Maybe, I don't know if I'd say that it's the best game I've had even so far this year, though. Canberra versus Cronulla was a great one. Oh, yeah, mate, sorry, you did say earlier Max Verstappen is your dad. Next one, Japan. I love my heritage. Supermax. Joseph says, Leaguie, are you Queensland or New South Wales? I am so New South Wales. Play the Luai clip, I haven't cut that so well at the end, but if you go any longer than that, other people start talking, so yeah. There's also another one where it says, oh wait, no, that's not, sorry, I thought that was Luai. The one I meant to click was, that's what I meant to click. Field goal, you say that, that just made Lancaster pop up. Yeah, I am vehemently New South Wales. To be clear, I won't reveal my club team, but Origin, I am vehement New South Wales. God, a fair few Queenslanders. Cobra, so I know Green Cobra, you live in Perth. Are you from Western Australia? In which case, Why do you go for Queensland? Why not go for the Blues, man? It's where it's at. Wow, Finns have overtaken on the poll. They're now 53%. That's crazy. Almost as crazy as chat not working on screen. Which is eating at my soul. Linebreak says, Dylan, give me your dream commentary lineup on Fox and 9. Oh, well, I barely listen to 9. I've got some pretty unpopular opinions because I like Cooper Cronk's analysis, which is, like, everyone disagrees with me. But it's very clear he knows what he's talking about. It's just that his brain works so much faster than his mouth can handle. So sometimes what he says and the order he says things in is a bit wacky. But the essence of what he's saying is so good, in my opinion. So he'd be one. I like Dan Gurney, and I think he'd probably be... It used to be Andrew Voss, but I think Gurney might be my favorite commentator these days. Definitely not anyone from 9, not Matt Thompson. God damn. He does not have a pleasant voice at all. And I know I'm not exactly, you know, Pavarotti, but I don't know how someone like that could end up becoming a commentator. That was really mean. I take that back. That was actually incredibly rude. I personally don't enjoy his voice. I'm sorry, Matt Thompson. That was so impolite. Obviously, Matt's a big fan of these streams. Jim Bob. Is that a new name in the chat? I can't say I recognize Jim Bob. Has anyone realized that a lot of Dynasty have been happening in multiple sports leagues? NRL Penrith, NFL Kansas, Super League Wigan, and the Premier with Man City. Yeah, Super League as well. You go even further back, I think St. Helens was 4 in a row before that. So, yeah, it's happened a lot. And I'm curious as to why. Because in the NRL, I would prescribe it to a lack of high-quality coaching, but that can't be true in global sports, surely. Alex Neal says, New South Welshman and a newly Brisbane resident, give me tips on trolling Queenslanders, please. I can't say I have tips off the top of my head, but my brother in Christ, troll them as much as you possibly can until Origin starts, because we ain't winning this year. Not with Laurie Daly as head coach. So make the most of it while you can. I know I have been. Joseph Ande, guess where I'm from? I'm going to say that you're from New South Wales, because you are a South Sydney supporter from my memory. Taco Rapper says, I've made Andrew Voss's coffee a few times. That's pretty cool. Vossi's a genuinely very nice guy. I've just noticed this thing in his commentary recently where he stirs a bit of drama, let's say, where I don't think there is any. And I know it's a commentator's job to like keep a viewer watching until the end, but sometimes with things like refereeing controversies and stuff, I think he could be better. He's not bad, but I think he could be better. Cobra, I'm sure your video is okay, but if you want to improve it, that's fine. Joseph is not from New South Wales. Okay. Tiger says, I can play Origin, but if I play footy, I'm choosing the Kiwis and not playing for Queensland. Do you play junior footy? Max Edits, good to see you. Yeah, NRL Vince, we got a poll going. You should vote in it. Yeah, actually play for Queensland and throw the series for sure. I would love that. Second half kicks off. The audio on your video don't work at the ending. I thought my audio wasn't working. Main Stallion, I shall tolerate no New South Wales slander within my chat. I am only a free speech advocate when it doesn't directly involve besmirching the hallowed and glorious name of the New South Wales Blues. You will never guess where I'm from. The surname Ande, or Ande, I don't know how you would pronounce it. I recognize it, and it is bugging me. Is it Papua New Guinea? Am I completely off? I can just kind of picture that surname in Papua New Guinea. I don't know why. Anyway. Danny says, Laurie Daly, when asked about halves, took Moses at 6 over Luai, who has arguably consistently been probably the best New South Wales 5'8" for years now. Might be slightly cooked. Yeah, and Moses, who hasn't played a game since the last Origin game, will be massively, out of preparation, I suppose, by the time Origin comes around. I'm right? Hell yeah! I know my international stuff. Let's go. There was some... I don't think I know any Papua New Guineans with the surname Ande, but something about it. I have no idea how I got it right. I mean, I am pretty internationally oriented, though, in case that you haven't been able to pick that up, so could have been that. I'm so glad I got that right, because if it was just like... If I was completely wrong, like, it's just the most random thing. Yeah, Lancaster, I don't disagree, but the so much time that he spent off, it makes it no contest. And also Luai's combination with Cleary, you know. What did Maine say earlier? I can just see type 1 if you hate New South Wales. I think your last thing might have been timed out. Set restart for the Dolphins here. Wow. Taco, I'm very good at GeoGuessr. Okay. We could have 24-6 very quickly here. It was a kind of educated guess, Joseph. Somewhat. But, I mean, yeah, I probably got a bit lucky. Another set restart. Danger signs here. Nichols, the GOAT, the man who has about 3 teeth. Marshall King gives it a... Oh, Donahue on the... Did well to get it. It was not a good pass. Short ball, though. Finna Fuiaki had some momentum. Damn. I will guess your city, Quito. I just need to think about it. Katoa. A short ball. Oh, wow. Penrith. Their premierships have been built on defense. Defense wins Cobbs, and it is just not there. That was simple. That was a hit up from a front rower and an offload to a back rower. Like, what's going on? What is Adam doing? Adam doing. That didn't work. I ruined it. Honestly, I should give up. I ruined it. What is Adam doing? Because anyway, that was pretty soft, I feel. Josh Kerr. So he attracted Cleary and then the overlap was created. Simple as that, really. Joseph Manu to Tigers, says Randomizer. I mean, it's all speculation at this point. I'd love to see him back in the NRL. I don't really care who he plays for. Just want to see him back. Good on you, NRL head. That's a big distance. Lancaster says, but then I can talk with my proposal for the blue spine being what it is, and apparently nobody in the media has even remotely suggested it. You are the only person I've ever seen to say Cleary at hooker, so... 28 points on average conceded in the last 5 weeks, and with 35 minutes to go here, kick to come, which they will get, you would think that 28 could be beaten here. God damn. Oh, City to Surf, that is so cool. Really well done, NRL head. That's tough going. DC to the Raids next year. I like it. I would like that as a Canberra local, getting to go see DCE every other week. Isako from not quite in front, but it's had that angle a fair few times so far this game. He's at 24. 24, ladies and gentlemen. Kiso, I'm going to say that you are from Cairns. Oh, Joseph met Oliver's parents. That is so cool. I take it in Papua New Guinea? Dennis is also Leaguie, what are your thoughts on Broncos and Tigers? I didn't catch all of that game. I caught mostly just the second half, but from the way it looked in the first half, I think Tigers looked like they were dominating, and for the Broncos to have gone into the halftime break ahead was kind of fortunate. They just hung in there, a couple of missed conversions, I think it was from the Tigers, but they missed Luai. That was absolutely obvious. Am I a member of my favorite team? No, I don't think I am. I have been, but I think literally because I didn't want someone at the club like recognizing my name on the membership list and potentially revealing. But I will say, I mean, someone, crazy could do some digging and find who I have been a member of in the past. There's probably records, but I have been a member of multiple teams. The Gong. Oh, okay, the Gong. Have you said that before? I get the feeling you have. Jenkins knocks on. Oh, is 30 coming? Is 30 coming? The short side was potentially on there. Donahue sheeped for it, but chose to go the other way. Yeah, we were good. Wa's doing really well, just quietly. So now through Donahue. NRL Head says, I've watched at least 10 minutes of every single game this year. That's good going. Nikarima, cut out ball. It found the ground. I think Herbie did pretty well there. He's done a lot of cleanup play. Well, that's just can I be mod? You do probably deserve it, but my policy is that I've got mods closed. It doesn't offer you anything really, Llewellyn. I mean, if you really want it, I can give it to you, but I don't want to devalue it as well. But you do probably deserve it. The only person to watch my streams while going out and milking cows. Katoa short kick like Cleary did in the first half, and it's that man Cleary will be pinned in the in goal. And see, now we got a couple people asking for mod. That's just like it's the kind of thing I sort of want to avoid. Long dropout, Cleary says Cohen. Leaguie chats are like 50% mods anyway. It's sort of true. But that's just because, I mean, it makes sense. My mods are more likely to comment. Cleary goes short. Oh, that's come off a Dolphin, I think. Yeah, Penrith recover the ball. Are they going to spread it? No? Okay. Oh my God. That was bizarre. Ah, yes, because the well is in Sydney, it makes sense. No, far away from the farm. Yeah, the mods are close, unfortunately. I've got enough. So Penrith, I mean, look, I guess they can chance their arm when they're 18 points down. Might as well. NRL Vets is the dynasty over. No team has been in the bottom 4 by round 5. Gone on to win the premiership. One of my regulars, the great Tiger Walker, released a video on that today. You can go over and watch his when this is done. Are there any New South Wales eligible halfbacks who could play fullback? I've got plans. What do you have against Dylan Edwards? And if not Dylan Edwards, what do you have against James Tedesco? That's we're getting deep here. I know. I actually saw when I was doing some research for a short recently, and Mitch Moses has played NRL at fullback back in his Tigers days. So if you want to go that direction, Mitch, Prince of Para. Penrith draw a penalty, and for the first time in this half, they're actually going to have attacking ball, it feels like. Dylan Edwards needs to get paid overtime. He probably does. The Weller says, will Penrith be the first team to go premiership to spoon? I can't see them getting the spoon, not with Nathan Cleary in the team. Tiger says, imagine you made someone a mod while I was gone and just removed them as a mod for this stream. I can't do that. I think Mason was the most recent one. I don't think Mason's here, but no, it's okay. Get Cutho fullback. It'll give you a 7 out of 10. He's played fullback in Origin before, hasn't he? So Penrith, we are nowhere near panic stations for them in terms of this game. It's not that they have to score, but gotta try here would help them. Give them confidence. Teddy too old. Vid said, NRL Vids, are your editors unpaid minors? I'm amazed that you think I'm well off enough to have editors. I do my own stuff. Geez, good tackle there, Osaka. Although they've ruled a penalty as he just held on too long. Dangerous tackle, okay. McLean dumped on his head. I didn't see it the first time around. It just looked like it was flung to the ground. Let's see on the replay. Ah, yeah, it was. Thoughts on the Aussie media having the sook over Hasatino leaving for Samoa? Go have a look at my video on Leaguie Cast, my second channel. I made a whole 10-minute thing about that, just absolutely tearing them apart. It's the most mind-numbing debate. It's honestly. That's true, well, I guess I don't need to be well off, but no, I do not use slave labor. That I can confirm. At least not consciously. Cobra offering his editing services. I might take you up on that once it gets too much for me to do. So ball in the hands of your... Oh, Nikarima rushed up quick there. Schneider with the ball now. Angled for the kick. Doesn't go for it. Gives it off to Lindsay Smith. They're throwing the ball in all sorts of directions here, Penrith. Okay, Cobra. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't need it at the moment, but one day I probably will. Alamotti in the corner. No, good defense there to the Dolphins. It was like in the first half when they took Jenkins over. Alamotti didn't even get to the line. It means it's like, yeah, I need a job. I think I'd be a perfect fit for the editing role. If you need a job, that means you need money, and that is money I cannot provide. Absolutely cannot provide. Lancaster says, honestly, Leaguie, are you even trying to be a businessman? What's the point of a fancy suit if you're not engaging in child slave labor? The children yearn for the mines / being chained to their desks. If you call this a fancy suit, this thing I bought on the internet from, I think, some Chinese shop, which maybe did use slave labor, I guess, I don't know. Then that just makes one of us. Oh, okay, I did say, Luella, if you really want it, you can have it, because you are here very consistently. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, but only Luella, because she's been around a very, very, very long time here now, and she comes up with some great stats and great insight. We've got a new mod. Okay, no more though. No more, unless you pay me. I will accept payments to give you a little blue spanner in the chat. I bought it from Temu. I didn't quite buy it from Temu. It wasn't that bad. Randomizer. Not only am I going to do a review of the new Rugby League game, I plan on doing a lot of content and streams of that game. Unfortunately, I'm going to be overseas when it releases, which is going to be incredibly complicated for me. I don't know how I'm going to get my hands on a copy. But I will do my best. I will do my utmost. Yeah, sure. Tiger Walker can have mods. So can NRL Head. Guys, this is why I don't like adding mods. Now everyone is asking. No, I'm gonna ignore every message that has the word mod in it. Yeah, Jim Bob. There's a new game coming out in July on consoles. Big Ant Studios are making it. Sticky Rugby League came through customs. It's more like they don't sell it in, say, in the countries that I'm going to be in. I'm going to briefly be in the UK, but I think it's like way after it releases, so I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have to try and get it delivered to a hotel room or something. Oh geez, now Keto's trying to flatter me with with stuff. No, it's okay, NRL Head, don't. Leaky blue checkmark Jugru. I ain't got no blue checkmarks. I didn't know more Green Cobra is a mod. That's, I mean, it's the same as Green Cobra, so it doesn't matter. But yes, I like my mods. Here we go. In 2002, Roosters started off the season 1-4 and won the premiership. Panthers dynasty isn't over until the buzzer. It's fair. It ain't over till it's over. That team had Ricky Stewart as head coach. A lot of people don't, particularly young people nowadays, don't know that Ricky Stewart is in fact a premiership coach. Am I going to the Ashes? The Rugby League Ashes? No. Would absolutely love to, but no, I'm going over for the Oasis reunion. As I said, that's kind of the music I listen to. I have not been to PNG, Joseph, although one day I'm hoping to be big enough that I'll be able to, you know, maybe go over and cover some stuff in PNG with a sponsor, perhaps. We'll see. How are they both texting at the same time? Just multiple tabs open. Ito just says, do you minor? Not as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure I don't minor. Lancaster says, honestly, aside from the memes, I wouldn't rule out Penrith winning the premiership. No, anyone who rules out Penrith winning the premiership from here haven't been paying attention the last few years. Jim Bob says we could smuggle the game in for you. You guys are going to crucify me for this. I am the only person on earth, and it is absolutely unimaginable. Sorry, Edwards is straight through. Gives the ball to Talangi. Went to step inside Hammer. Couldn't manage it. I'm the only person in the rugby league world who wants the game to be delayed. It would suit me so well if it was just pushed back like 1 month. That's all I need. I can be back here. I can make so much content, and I'm not trying to stream from hotel rooms. Kid says, I'll get you the game. Penrith on the last. What do we got here? Cleary. Big cutout ball. Oh my days. Cleary. Hey, how okay, so I go about almost on a weekly basis, calling you the greatest player I've ever seen in my life. How are you doing that? It's becoming difficult to defend you, Nathan. In some ways, it's becoming difficult to defend you. What was that? What was that? That was okay, maybe the winger was in the bad position, I don't know, but still, Cleary should be paying attention to where his winger is. The touchy would have got close to scoring. Luella, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the $1. That's massively appreciated. As I mentioned earlier on the last donation, a little notification, sorry, this side should be popping up. A little sound going...
Well, that's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
So I guess I'll just have to do it manually. Little notification. Oh, Luella gave a donation. Great. Both Clearys are trash. Hey, that's a fundamentally, resoundingly awful opinion. 19-meter gain there from the Finns. That's not great, but they're doing well to just hold out Penrith. Penrith didn't score a try in last week's second half. They didn't score a point in last week's second half. And we're nearly halfway through this second half, and they still haven't. Lancaster doesn't want mod. Lancaster is, he doesn't want to get involved in all that drama. Plus, I feel like, given all the things they say about his Discord chat, the more distance I have between myself and him, probably the better. Jenkins is away. He's got speed. Kick back inside. Isaiah Katoa, the anticipation. I don't get the kicks back in field off line breaks. When do they work? When, like, legitimately, they don't work. Avarillo was nearly away there. What are they doing? Says Luella. Yeah, Green Cobra, I have absolutely no idea when I did that. But it is you, so, like, that's fine. Tiger Walker with a $3 donation saying I should have done this earlier. Let's go.
That's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
It is, like, it kind of feels like Phil Gould telling me that I'm doing a good job and that's why I get the big bucks, but it was the only money-related piece of NRL commentary that I could remember. No, Lancaster, they do not work like 50% of the time. No way. I mean, look, admittedly, I'm going off the vibe test here, but the stats, the numbers of kicking it rather than keeping it in the hands. Keeping it in the hands feels like just so much more secure, more direct to the player or trying to get the ball to. And I get they do it, you know, when the pass is a bit tough, but throw it, you know, throw a looping one or whatever. It's fine. Oh my God, NRL vids. Were you the one who changed the profile picture to my face earlier? That's very good though. That's great. I'm throwing my head in the ring. Oh no! I didn't do a slash. There we go. Noella says, I'm glad I kept Thomas Jenkinson instead of Owen Paddy. Why? This is awful. This is truly like pretty terrible Penrith play. Is it 2019 again? Khan says, just take the tackle if it isn't last, gives the team a second set to attack. Yeah, sorry, a second to set the attack. I really don't just see it working. Lancaster says, depends on the team. Manly's come off super often, as did Knights with Young and then Sharp. Happened to the Broncos too. Some like Penrith struggle with it though. Yeah. I mean, that does sound right what you're saying. Manly are, you know, an exceedingly fast team who do tend to have a lot of players coming up in support. It's more when the support isn't there, which, as we've seen Penrith do a couple of times today, the support has not been there. I don't get why they go for the kick and just hope. Penrith's membership numbers have just dropped. I'm cancelling my membership already. Cosmic, no, I'm not ignoring you. Sorry, so maybe your messages weren't appearing. I don't know. But Cult Master Leaguie, that was some lore from last time. No, I would never ignore you, Cosmic. Dolphins on the 4th, inside the Penrith 40. Katoa squares it up, gives it to Nikorima, Netherlands eligible. TX Rail says, Leaguie, what do you think? This year, the top 8 teams are practically on the bottom, and the other teams are the top 8. What do you think? I think... Sorry, this is still on here. They go the kick. Alamotti, will he be forced in goal? I don't think so. I think it is so rewarding for me as someone who has been a staunch defender of the fact that the salary cap is working and that we have the most even competition in the world, that we're seeing the comp be so topsy-turvy. And I get, you know, the favourites are still the same teams in Melbourne and stuff. Penrith, admittedly, though, are not. Roosters are not. So I find it so rewarding. Oh my god! Oh my god, ain't no way! Oh my god! What the hell? When have you ever seen Penrith do that? Okay, wait. Whoa. Cool the jets. We've got a no try. They just got lucky. They did. They got lucky. Okay. What have we got though? I get the feeling that this is going to be a no try. Interference in the ruck? Surely not. Was that just an awful pass, or has that taken a deflection off the Dolphin? I don't know if it touched his leg. I think it was just an awful pass. But then again, it is the right call because he was lying there. Damn. I haven't got a soundbite for that. Oh, actually I do.
There's got to be an investigation into this. Someone's got to be accountable for this.
Shocker call. It's not a shocker call, Harvey. It's probably the right call. Keto. Godspeed, my champion. Hopefully I'll see you here tomorrow. Not a Penrith player is over 50 points on Supercoach. God damn. Not even Nathan. What's he? I mean, I'm a fantasy individual myself. What's Nathan on in fantasy? Let's have a little look here. I think I might be looking in the wrong. Oh no, here we go. 35. That's smelly. That is a smelly statistic. Oh, poor Tuvi. Luella, I did not see your last. Oh, here we go. Honestly, the way they are playing, if they played, sorry. The way are playing, if they played in 2019 before the Dolphins existed, Penrith would still lose against themselves. The against the 2019 Panthers is what you're saying. Yeah, this is very reminiscent of them. Ball bounces, knocked back by Penrith. Kick goes up. Alamotti underneath it, knocks on the ball. It is. I mean, oh man. I think I missed something Danny said. Let's have a look here. Penrith's whole systems require the ball to be in play, which requires exceptionally good discipline, which they don't have currently, and superb fitness, which they are missing. And you can't see. Sorry, if you can't see that, you're blind. It's funny. I did see that you're blind. I had no idea what you were talking about. They look tired, and it's completely understandable. You used to not be able to go 2 in a row premierships because it was too tiring. They're going for 5, you know? NRL Head says, I captain Nathan. So did I. He's always my captain. NRL Vids says, I'm praying for a sin bin so I can experience the long-awaited returns of the yellow line. I mean, if you want me to just stick it there just quickly. I mean, take a screenshot. Okay, it's going in 3, 2, 1, bang. I can't be violating the sanctity of the yellow line for too long. Cohen says we've got nothing in attack, and you had nothing last week, in my opinion. I was sitting behind the goalpost at the Cowboys game, so you get a really good view of the attacking structures and stuff, and it was not there. Joe says I'm split screening so I can watch both. Good. That is the idea. That's the plan. And Joseph Ande, sorry, I missed your last comment. What have we got from you? Oh, your live streams make my day special. Your comments make my day special, and I'm not just saying that. This is pitiful from the Panthers, says Harvey. It is. It's like we're watching a different team. It's kind of unbelievable that this is still the same side, you know. Just turn the music down slightly. Lancaster says, a lot of these players have played more football in the last 2 years alone than many ever do. We barely had time for off seasons. The energy runs out, and with it becoming apparent that Luai ... was the energy and culture guy, I think that they've run out of energy. They need the hunger back. It's amazing they've kept it up for so long, and that's what I want to highlight if we are saying that it's gone. Edwards gives it to Jenkins. Okay, there's a chance here. Jenkins, oh, he was nearly through. He was nearly through. Avarillo, he's hurt himself, but he's saved possibly a try there. Cobra says, love your Vince Leaguie. The streams of Vince are the best ever. And I can't wait for the rest of the 2025 season. Well, admittedly, they're only the best ever because of my really cool transitions now. Otherwise, before that, they were lacking. White Moon? I don't know what that's in reference to. I don't know what that is. Jesus, Penrith. Penrith, what are you... and Ivan Cleary right now, I said that Wolf was pulling out his hair earlier. Ivan with his glorious silver fox locks of hair, they're falling out. They've fallen out right now. They're on the ground. They're finding the ground just like every single one of Penrith's passes is finding the ground. They're forcing passes, says Pete. Lancaster says, honestly, we already know what they need. A well-liked player just needs to sign with another club, and then the hunger to give them a farewell premiership will return, and they'll be undefeated till the end of the year. Who? I mean, Edwards? Edwards to Para. Absolutely. Blaze is not that guy. I mean, we're judging him off one game, though. Oh, jeez. If Hammer had scored that would have just been the most incredible moment. E.B. Williams says, maybe Mary Fowler has Nathan Cleary's talent in her purse in England along with his balls. I'm going to assume, because this is a family-friendly stream, that you're talking about rugby league balls. Speaking of those two, so I keep seeing these pictures of them like on the beach, just hanging out together, enjoying each other's company. Can we leave them the hell alone? What absolute rapscallion of society, absolute cretinous paparazzi man is photographing them while they're at the beach? Just like, and it was like a stop motion video. You could see everything they were doing. That's the amount of photos that was taken. It was insane. Danny says, most definitely not Penrith's fault, but the lost players and the fact that they can't play their brand of footy and their two main energy guys, Luai and Taruva, were stolen by my favourite team in sports. They was, I mean, I don't know if Taruva was maybe a main energy guy, but Luai absolutely was. So yeah, can't be Edwards, but then, I mean, I'm just speculating because I think all their key guys are pretty locked up, are they not? Line Break Podcast posted a Blake Laurie rant. Hey, I'll check it out. He hates Blake Laurie, which I didn't know was a thing among Dragons fans. Cleaned up there by Hammer there. Potentially aimed for the posts. But, To'o to Titans? That's rogue. That is rogue, but I'd love it. I would love to see that. This is not a family-friendly channel after the Manly versus Raiders stream. Those were trying times, okay? I was not at my best. I may have let some things slip that were not family friendly. But it's okay. We all have our moments. Penrith have done well recovering dropouts, it feels. So to Tigers, Jesus Christ, you've got enough Panthers. Surely. Did he swear? I did, accidentally. So Penrith, I mean, if any comeback is happening, with 11 minutes to go, they need tries now. Casey McLean, oh, he squared up his opposition centre, got away from him. Good cover defence there. Was it Gilbert? That's a captain's play. That is a captain's play. If they're in an apology video, I'm apologising now. No, EB, no, I have not said that. Jesus. Oh, tackle. Oh, tackle. God damn. I need a big like tackle soundbite. I haven't got one. That was crazy. Bostock. Cleary gives it to, is it over the sideline again? No, Sarko's got it. No, he knocked it down. Speaking of big hits, sorry, I mean, I didn't mention this because I was at the game. It wasn't on a stream. How about that hit on Cleary last week? Holy, Cohen has absolutely folded him like a deck chair. It was crazy. Oh, Tungo might be in trouble here. I mean, he got hit hard coming down on that. Main says, so what happened to the Leaguie? Leaguie's here. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. 37 watching. That's unreal on a Thursday. Thank you all for being here. If you are new, we do these live streams a lot. I'm doing tomorrow night as well, Broncos and Roosters, and Sunday, both games. So come along. It is such good vibes. Honestly, I am by far my favorite thing about having done YouTube for a bit over a year now is that my community is absolutely unreal. You guys are amazing. So yeah. Lightcaster says, damn, Bostock, maybe Joey knows what he's talking about when he said Bostock is next in line for Blues winger after Toto and Lomax. I think it's a good shout. When I was doing my, so for Leaguie Cast, I put together a Kangaroo side of non-Islander players. And I was kind of struggling for one of the wing spots. I landed on Cobbo in the end, but I could have very easily gone with Bostock, I think. It was 42 tops, god damn. Hey, I might be famous, people. I might be famous. What are my thoughts on the Leaguie? I hate that guy. Leaguie Cast is so much better than the Leaguie. Who's going to be the new PM? I should not be talking politics. I'd vote for Peter Volandis, though. Kiraz for Blues, that's a good shout, actually. That's a very good shout. That's a good shout, EB, actually. I'll note that down. Yeah, Joseph, sorry, I think I missed your last one. Nathan Cleary to play for PNG. Hey, that'd be great for rugby league. Dual citizenship. Cohen says, need to stop passing so much on the first. We have 4 tackles to try and score. I mean, to be fair, it is desperation station. Short to Yo, okay, finds Lindsay Smith. They've got something going here, but they had space out the back. Bostock had to rush up there, and Edwards, the option he decided to go with was a nothing short ball to Papali'i. Lindsay Smith with the ball on the last. Gets to Cleary. Big looping pass. McLean gets it. Puts a kick in. Hammer's got it covered surely. That was... They had it set to go there. The play before. Dylan Edwards had the opportunity to go out the back where they had numbers and Bostock had rushed up. Or go a short ball to Papali'i. And he just went short ball. Yeah, EB... Kiraz probably would have been in that video. But the concept of it... Because I was illustrating like how these... defections, although I think that's a negative word, from the Kangaroos doesn't actually really hurt them at all. And Keraz is obviously Lebanon eligible, so it was assuming he would play for Lebanon. Harvey Ball says, I think Donald Trump will be the Prime Minister of the USA, United States of Australia. And NRL Match is just thoughts on Trump. I will say, I won't get into Australian politics, but you can derive whatever you like from this. I am very into US politics, and I am incredibly anti-Trump. So, yeah, but I could talk about it forever. And granted, I mean, I am very well informed, but there are others that, you know, are more informed than me on it. So, do I have girls? No, Keto, I do not have girls. I do not even have girl, but that's okay because we're committed to the grind. Boom, boom. Yeah, the soundbite for the big hits. Nicarima keeps rushing up, and Penrith have not taken advantage of it. Joseph, you do have a camera. You just don't know it. My camera, same camera I have used since I started, is my mobile phone. I'm using my mobile phone right now. Yo, there's a bit of a space there. Lindsay Smith couldn't get the ball around. Sticky should be the PM. He's the king of Canberra already. Oh, jeez. Bostock. Oh, what's he done? Oh, my God. What the hell? Leota dropped it, says Cohen. Bostock didn't have to kick that. He didn't even have to kick it. Oh my god, if Penrith come back off the back of that, that is the most insane thing. What the hell? That is an own goal. He didn't have to kick it. There was no one around him. And it's boomeranged around. He's not dropped it. Wow. What the hell was that? I have legitimately seen it all. What? Malmaniga should give politics another run. He absolutely should. 6 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Cleary with the kick. Makes it 24-12. 2 converted tries in it. They've got 6.5 minutes. Oh, not 123. There is time, ladies and gents. There is time. They will make a comeback, says Luella. Worst thing I've ever seen, says Harvey. That was... I've got... Okay, no, that's... That's going on the funny moments for the 2025 NRL Rewind. Dolphins v Penrith. Leo to try. That is unreal. Do you really not have a phone, Joseph? I mean, you can get like really cheap cameras. (24-12), 6 minutes 14 seconds to go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. EB, I'd get so copyright claimed for playing something for the Minecraft movie right now. Jesus Christ, Penrith nearly forced in their own end goal. That is terrible so far. He's getting benched. No, surely he doesn't get hooked for that. They are going nowhere right now. They are going nowhere. I have a Nokia. Oh, okay, right. No, that's fair. Main says, I reckon ScoMo should play for the Sharks. Great prop he is. I've seen ScoMo at a Sharks game before. He was in the turnstiles behind me. What kind of phone you use? It's not an old iPhone. It's a 5 years old-ish. I don't know if that's old. Thoughts on Ukraine versus Russia? But Ukraine have Nathan Cleary and Hudson Young eligible for them, so they should win. Chip and chase. Now Edwards with a kick. Hammer's the only one back for the Dolphins. Ball's free. I don't think McLean got there. Holy. We're going to review it. Like us, this is what I mean when I say Penrith must be the footy god's sons. This could only happen to Penrith. Reminds me of the game against Parramatta. I think it was last year or the year before. I think it's no try. But that was one of the times where the chip really did work. Hammer has had a mixed bag in terms of clearing up these plays. Thoughts on child labor, says NRL Vids. No comment. Okay, both players competing for the ball. What do we got here? Joe says, Leaguie, what's your favorite team? Who's going to tell him? Who's going to, or her? Who's going to tell Joe? It was a good bounce. Oh, he's just missed it. After a really good finish earlier. Oh, yeah, well, I don't think McLean did touch it, but if he did touch it, it's a knock on. Maybe the ball just bounced a bit to the side. Yeah. So it will be a dropout then. Thoughts on the OJ case? Hey, I mean, the glove and that, you know. Big up the glove. That man pulled through. I don't really know much about the OJ case. In a sense. Dropout. Okay. Main says, I saw Leaguie's past. I can't say on YouTube. There's some rough things in there. There was. Leaguie merch. I've actually had companies approach me before. I've always said it. This doesn't feel like the right moment, but it's on the cards. Possibly for next year. Okay, yeah, Joseph, that's good. just kidding. I mean, it's not the most unbelievable thing, but yeah. Jeez, that's a big kick. That's a big kick. Wow. And Cleary knocks it backwards. It's okay. It's not going that well for Penrith right now. Thoughts on human trafficking? Yeah. I would prefer to leave the trafficking to the lights. I think when humans do get involved, it's just so much less clear. You've got the little policeman in the middle giving you signals. Leave trafficking to traffic lights, in my opinion. That's what I think. Kara says me and Tiger will be the first people to buy the merch. You probably will. Okay, this is a really important set. Penrith on the third. Smith just pins the ears back. They've got 2 tackles here. If they don't score a try here, it's getting hard to think of them actually mounting a comeback here. Lights overrated, signs of the way you should go. Oh, I love Vossi just saying, those are it. Ah, poor Casey. He would have copped so much last week for not passing the ball and has had a fair few tough moments here with handling the ball. Lancaster says, my thoughts on the OJ case. I'm not even going to get into the OJ case, but you can have your thoughts. Guys, lots of cult leader Leaguie for PN. I did once want to be Prime Minister of Australia when I was younger. E.B. Williams says, hey Leaguie. Hey, E.B. Williams. Lancaster, as a Canberra local, we have so many roundabouts here. I have to vehemently agree with you. That's great. Lightning McQueen having a shocker. Not my goat, Lightning. Jeez, again. Oh, penalty. Okay, because that was 25 metric. That doesn't make sense. 25 kilometers. 25 nautical miles out on the full there. But it is a penalty. Hello, Cobra. Imagine a Roosters versus Panthers spoonball. I will be there. We will be there. I would love that. Justice says they should make an NRL team called Commit War Crimes. I would not support them. Obviously, because I'm a good, upstanding member of society. I'm well today, Cobra. How are you? Thoughts on Blake Fergo? Absolutely chaotic winger. So entertaining. I always remember him though for when he laid down, then drew a penalty and just got up straight away and had a big old biff. But yeah, very, very troubled pass. But he did do his time being banned from the NRL. Thoughts on Ezra? Yeah, not very highly right now. No. Not an Ezra enthusiast. Dolphins on the second. I mean, the game is done. Plath back through the middle. They could put the cherry on the cake here. Hurry up and make the game finish so I can go to bed. Keto, the game is done. Gilbert's had a good one. I feel Gilbert's had a good one. Main Stallion, his last one says, I think the world would be at war if the League would be a PM of Australia. It's probably true because I would ignore any actual needs of national security and just invest everything into rugby league. Every time I mean to call Nikorima, I think of Nikora, and then I'm like, no, don't say Nikora. Oh, ball out in front of Katoa. It is knocked on. There's technically time if they can get a really quick try, but it ain't happening. Thoughts on Joseph Tapine? I love Tapine. I hope he hasn't done anything like bad off field that I'm now going to get crucified for saying. But on field, everyone always talks about Haas, Fanua, Blake, Fisher, Harris. Tapine is in that category. Maybe one below Haas, but anyway. Did someone time out NRL vids? There's no need for that, people. Come on. I didn't do it. To make that clear. I have not timed... I think I actually timed out Tiger Walker once. As a joke. Brit and Nicola. That's great. Thoughts on Marnie? I like Marnie, but I know that's unpopular. Cosmic Frog says, Leaguey, if you're PM, you'd make the Aussie national dish footies. I'd make the Aussie national song. The NRL doesn't have a song. Simply the best. That's what I'd make it. Overnight stream. Keto wants the overnight stream. He wants to see me sleeping. That's interesting. Theory goes back inside. Okay. Oh, Blaze has not had a happy day. He's not had a happy day of it. I really wanted him to have a happy day, but he's not had a happy day. Whopping kick there from Cleary. I mean, like, what a play from Cleary. Oh my God, Hammer's actually away. Is he through? He's through. He's through. Reload it. Reload it. Hammer's through. That's the hat trick for the Hammer, and it's going to be 30 points to 12. Wow, 14 seconds to go on the clock. The Dolphins pull off their second win of the season, subjecting Penrith to an unbelievable 5 losses straight. Who the hell saw this coming? What? Hammer time. I love the hammer emojis in the chat. That's outstanding. God damn. What a moment. That is great. Dan Canane, yeah. One more time. One more for the road. Oh, wow. I mean, look, it was absolute desperate hit and hope there from Cleary. Hammer just picks up the ball and all of a sudden there's a gap and he just pins the ears back. Runs. Did well to get away from the Garner, was it? Wow. Penrith's form is now 0 from 5. Yeah. I'm going to have to make the video now. Penrith wanted 5 in a row. They found it. They found it. I'm actually truly in disbelief that we're here. The Penrith Panthers, have they lost 5 games in the last 5 years? Like, maybe I'm overstating it. Let's put it this way: in the last 4 premiership seasons, they wouldn't have lost more than 10 games, and they've now lost 5 in 6 rounds. Is it? Yeah. People, what the hell? What the hell? Like us says, I think they only won 5 games last year. I think you might be misremembering last year. Maine says, yes, guys, I think the Leaguie should watch out for a YouTube channel called Exposing the Leaguie. Oh, Jesus Christ, have you made a YouTube channel called Exposing the Leaguie? I do actually. There's 31 of you here. Jesus. Okay, yeah, that's big for the end of the game. Wow. I trying to stop and unpack that. That is amazing. I mean, firstly, I want to say full credit to the Dolphins because, especially in that first half, they had to do a lot of defending, had no field position, but went in leading quite significantly. And then the second half really went on with it. Penrith looked like a shadow of the team that we've come to know and love. Like, they are a rugby league machine, but it was awful today. The number of errors that they made. Let's have a look on Fox's stats. I'm curious if they have listed the number of errors. They should do. So territory still, at the end of the game, this game ended 30-12, Penrith still had 54% of the ball and 65% of the territory. That is crazy. Let's see, what have we got here for errors? Errors, okay, apparently Fox has it as 12 all. I find that a little hard to believe. Although, yeah, Dolphins were pretty bad early on. So maybe it was mostly just second half. But missed tackles, 31 to Penrith, 23 to Dolphins. 50 tackles. This Penrith side had 50 tackles in the opposition 20 and came away with 2 tries. One of them off a kick. That was the first one. And the second one, the second one was even more bizarre. So they didn't score a try going through the hands. That is, Jerome Luai, you deserve credit, my brother. You deserve credit. Wow. I need I'll go soon, but I need your opinions on something. Oh, am I frozen? No, okay, I'm back now. Would you guys? Yeah, I mean, you would. I'm gonna start a poll. End this poll. Lately, I've been. You guys probably don't care, but I've been looking at this here little like facial hair, and like, I'm not a big fan of it anymore. I used to really like it, but I'm worried it's a part of my branding. I hope not, because I'm gonna put in a poll. Shave the beard for tomorrow's stream. Yes or no? Start the poll. If you don't care, I respect it, because I don't think I would care. But I think it would be a funny thing to vote on. So, Stevie Hope, hello from the UK. Okay, cool. Good to see someone from the UK here. Curious to know if you've seen my video I uploaded today. It was all about the Super League. Curious to know your thoughts. Have a Mo? I can't just go the Mo. That's a diabolical look. KFC enthusiast, I just joined. What are you saying? I think they want me to sing Sweet Caroline. Which there is absolutely no chance I'm doing it. You have the long beard like KSI. I've trimmed it, but no, it just kind of gets curly. It doesn't get long. If you do, will it be back by Sunday? No chance. Nah. I'm not saving it on stream, but no, it takes a while to grow back. Play the Finn song. I'd get claimed probably. I don't want to risk it. Put it that way. Although actually, I don't have ads turned on for this, so I probably could. Oh, okay, you've given me the link. I'll do it. Because yes, I don't have ads on my stream anyway. The viewers always go up, like immediately when the stream is done, and I'm like, well, this is when I have nothing left to offer you people. So, oh no, wrong one. Okay, wait. I need to turn off the other song. Where is it? Ah, it's that. I've got so many tabs when I'm streaming. Okay, here we go. I'll say I don't know the melody, but I'll sing along to this. I can't hear it yet though. Damn. Okay. I've never heard this. Hey, this goes hard. Okay. Hey, big up the Dolphins, man. Respect. That's a good theme tune. I like that. Okay. Let me open up chat again. Jesus Christ, I missed about 1 billion chats. What the hell? Dove Ryan spamming we are first. Oh my god, exposing the Leaguie says, hello Leaguie, I will expose you. You have nothing to find. Cut your hair bald and I'll subscribe. You're not already subscribed? You were asking me for mod earlier. Okay. Anyway, look, I am going to, and I'm not gonna just play the Cowboys thing because they maybe if they win a game that I stream. Anyway, yeah, Stevie says, what the hell's happening with the Panthers? We were just going through that earlier. I think they're tired. I think they lack some fitness potentially, which is a symptom of being tired. They couldn't get back up to those levels, and maybe it's just the hunger, but psychologically, the confidence is not there whatsoever. So, yes. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I do need to go. But my promise to you is I'm going to do absolutely everything I can to make sure that there is actually chat on stream tomorrow. That'd be outstanding, wouldn't it? And also subscription donations and stuff. So, thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. And I will talk. Oh, hang on, wait. I need to set up my outro here. I will talk to you all. Damn it! I haven't got a good outro screen. I'm just noticing that. No. Okay. Wait. Let me set it up. Okay. I will talk to you all later.